Welcome to the 2023 edition of the Investment Summit, brought to us by KCIC. We have a 3-day action-packed engagement. Day 1 focusing on climate policy, Day 2 on climate finance, Day 3 on climate action. The conversation around decarbonization cannot be emphasized any further. It is certainly has been termed, rightly so, as an existential crisis that the globe is facing. To set the stage, it is my distinct honor to invite Joseph Murabula, CEO, KCIC. You're welcome.
Over the last 11 years, KCIC has been a force for change. We have been the lead organization in terms of setting the climate entrepreneurship agenda within the country. We have catalyzed over 3,000 enterprises with a 67% success rate. So to the entrepreneurs here today, and there are very many in this room, we know that access to finance is just one part of the equation. A conducive policy environment and honest implementation of existing policies and collective action from all stakeholders is equally paramount. This summit is our canvas, and together we intend to create a masterpiece of climate action, green entrepreneurship, in order to have a lasting impact.
According to recent National Economic Survey report by the Central Bank of Kenya, MSMEs account for 98% of all businesses in this country. They also employ 15 million people and contribute 40% of the GDP of this country. I would like to call upon the government and other key players in the industry to design and implement conducive policies and regulations. I'm confident that at the end of this summit, we'll be able to identify policy gaps, opportunities for investment and advocacy for enabling environment that foster the growth of climate ventures.
Climate change poses an existential threat to our environment, our economies, and the overall well-being of our communities. And the initiatives undertaken by KCIC play a pivotal role in accelerating the growth of clean technology and climate innovation sectors. I encourage all of you to use this summit as a platform to engage in meaningful discussions and to share insights and explore opportunities for collaboration that will drive sustainable development and combat climate change.
The Kenya Climate Innovation Center is committed to support innovative micro and small enterprises, and in this way contribute to employment creation. Jointly, we have the task to prove that investing in climate and greening can create sustainable growth and decent jobs. As you know, the European Union has started this very ambitious journey of completely turning around our economies into green economies. This requires a lot of courage and ambition, and I'm very happy that Kenya has the courage to embark on this journey as well.
More than 4,500 people who have been trained by ourselves, and they have been developing, they have been doing business, they have multiplied their business by 10 or 20 or 50 or 100. That is what we are witnessing today, and that's why I want to invite you all to join us, because each one of you, I'm sure, can talk to another person in this room, and the world will never be the same again.
As the climate crisis increases to impact lives and livelihoods, it means that adapting to and mitigating its impacts will require modification of existing consumption and production behaviors relating to all sectors, food sectors, the energy sector, health systems, and beyond. The policy direction of His Excellency the President is to drive a climate-positive growth for the country, tapping into the enormous potential from the demographic dividend of the young, educated population to the renewable energy potential and the rich natural resources. This policy direction implies that no longer is climate a peripheral issue, but rather a recognition that the risks and opportunities associated with climate do touch all aspects of government policy, every part of government and society, and hence the need for leadership from the very top of government.
In order to accelerate and mobilize financing for climate and green growth, the region needs to undertake various interventions aimed at leveraging private capital. 1. Developing the necessary national and regional plans, strategies, policy, and regulatory frameworks. 2. Promoting public-private partnership, which is a very key component of this approach. Thirdly, pursuing the carbon markets as a key economic policy tool to address the climate change and achieve low carbon growth.
In this particular session, we want to look at policy and climate investments. When we look at climate investments, normally they are not attractive because of perceived risks. How can policy mechanisms help and make climate investments more attractive?
We need to have policies which can be able to cover that, policies which speaks to a number of issues related to data and information that is available, how we are able to share information disclosures. This actually gives confidence and clarity that even the information that is provided with credibility, somebody or an investor coming on board is able to invest with confidence.
Climate is a business imperative. I think that's really what an investor needs to look at. But beyond that, there are enabling legislation. And I think those are the underlying policies that will guide businesses in which areas you have risks and which risks are really what you can call addressing the public component so that business communities can look at opportunities that come as a result of that.
In most of the 42 or 43 counties, they already have policies which have been actually laws. If they are catalyzed, we can be able to generate our own resources and of course move forward as a country in terms of investments or climate change.